If you're doing everything right and still getting overlooked, you're probably missing one of these signs. I'll show you how to spot the signs that you're invisible and what to do about it. Hi, I'm Jeremy Vaughn Clark, and this is the Rise Point Podcast. I help individuals go from invisible to undeniable by finding their rise point, which is the moment that hiding is no longer an option and rising is the only way forward. One of the signs is you're not included in decisions, like your feedback is not sought out after. So when you're not being included in decisions, that's a clear indicator that your presence is not where it needs to be. And that's because people aren't necessarily looking your way for a solution to problems that they have. And when you're not being included in decisions, that can take a toll on you because it starts to make you feel insignificant. It starts to make you wonder if your worth is more valuable elsewhere. But the thing about that thinking is you have to understand, is my worth valuable somewhere elsewhere, or am I just not putting myself in a position for my worth to be shown here? Sometimes it's not others seeing you. Sometimes it's you not seeing yourself. Sometimes it's you not putting yourself in a position to be seen, right? So when you're not being included in decisions, that's normally because you haven't demonstrated that you have solutions to problems that these decision makers are looking for. And being included in decisions is a clear indicator that they're putting you in position, or they're coming to you for some type of guidance. Another sign is feedback is vague, right? It's very general. They're not giving you something specific to point out. This is a clear indicator that your invisibility is deeply rooted in your lack of effort to show yourself. Because when you show yourself, people can clearly pinpoint your strengths and your weaknesses. And when the feedback is vague, that's because they don't necessarily have something to tell you. If they have nothing to tell you, that's probably because they have nothing to go off of. If they have nothing to go off of, then you're probably not showing them anything in terms of what you need to improve on or what you need to continue doing, because you're not showing anything. And one of the most obvious signs, if you catch it, is that your ideas go unheard. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be loud here. What I mean by your ideas go unheard is that you feel like you are suggesting them to others and that they can be used properly. But the reality of the situation is you're not necessarily demonstrating why your ideas are important or why they are relevant. So when your ideas go unheard, this is a huge indicator that you're not necessarily being seen as someone that can, have that type of power impact, because you haven't demonstrated why your ideas even matter. So why do these signs happen? So you're not included in decisions because you're not making your presence known to those who need them, right? The people that make the decisions, the decision makers, you can be a part of that crowd. You can be a decision maker as well, so long as you show yourself to be somebody that has solutions to problems. You have to have solutions to problems, and that is on you to go the extra mile and indicate, that you are worthy, you are valuable, you have something to offer. And when you have something to offer, others notice based on your own demonstration. To fix the vague feedback, then you need to understand that maybe I'm not putting myself out there enough for others to get a good reading on what I am doing. So that at that point, step back and look at yourself and say, okay, what am I doing on a daily basis? In the spaces that I'm in the environments that I'm operating in, what am I doing? Is what I'm doing actually limited in my capacity, or am I showing up in a way that I want to have influence on what I'm doing? Because if you're not doing that, then you're most likely not showing up at all. So you have to put yourself in a mindset of, okay, every action needs to be aligned with the level of influence that I want to have. And when you do that, every action then can be graded. And when that action is graded, you can then receive specific feedback on what you need to do to improve or keep going about doing. And when you do that, you can take that feedback, implement it, and then demonstrate it to those that gave it to you so that they can see that your growth and your progress, and that will allow you to continue to move forward. And to quickly fix that your idea is going unheard, you need to actively demonstrate why your ideas work in the first place. So this is going to take a little initiative. This is going to take a little effort, and this is going to take a little bit of stepping outside the box. You're going to need to go to those who you present the ideas with and actually address the problem before they tell it to you. And then let them tell you if that's the problem or not. And then that'll let you know if your idea is even valid. But if you go to them with the problem that you think it is and they confirm that, it validates your ideas and it gives them extra consideration to use them. If you're ready to be seen, or if you know others that need to have the confidence to be seen, subscribe and share.